Ever studied English for many months, then suddenly felt you learned almost nothing?
You bought books, watched videos, saved new words, and promised yourself to work harder.
But somehow you still stopped, lost motivation, and started again from the beginning.
What if the problem was not your ability?
What if 6 hidden mistakes were quietly slowing your progress for years?
Some of them may even feel like good habits.
In this episode, we will reveal those 6 mistakes, explain why they feel safe, and show you what to do instead.
Stay until the final mistake, because it may be the reason you still feel unready to begin.
Welcome back, dear friends, to our podcast, where you learn natural English through honest stories, useful vocabulary, and simple conversations.
And today we have a very personal and important topic.
We are talking about 6 mistakes that can slow your English learning for many years.
6 mistakes. That sounds a little painful.
It was painful. I made every mistake on this list.
Well, then you are perfectly qualified.
Sadly, yes. I studied English for many years, but my progress felt very slow.
Maybe you know that feeling too. You study hard, buy new books, watch many videos, and still feel completely stuck.
You've learned some new words on Monday, then by Friday, they disappear.
Like socks inside a washing machine.
Exactly. Nobody knows where they go.
Maybe the words in living with the socks.
Maybe they started their own country.
But seriously, this experience can feel exhausting. You begin with strong motivation, then slowly you feel confused, tired, and disappointed.
You may think, maybe English is not for me.
Maybe you believe you are lazy.
But often, you are not lazy. You're simply using a method that makes learning harder than necessary.
So today, we will explore 6 common mistakes and better ways to move forward.
You will hear 2 personal stories, practical ideas, speaking exercises, and 5 useful English expressions.
And beginners, please relax. You do not need to understand every single word.
Listen for the main ideas. Notice phrases that feel useful. Enjoy the conversation and stay curious.
Because English should not feel like a punishment.
It should become a useful bridge toward things you truly want.
That idea sounds simple, but I think it changes everything.
It changed everything for me.
So what was your first mistake?
My first mistake was studying English only to learn English.
Wait, is that not the goal?
It sounds like the goal, but for me, it was too vague and too heavy.
What do you mean by vague?
My goal was I must learn English completely.
That sounds very ambitious.
It also sounds impossible to measure.
True. When are you completely finished with the language?
Never really. Language keeps changing. You keep discovering new words, new accents, and new expressions.
Even native speakers learn new words.
Exactly. But I wanted to finish English like finishing a school book.
Page 1, page 2, page 3, and then congratulations.
Yes, I wanted a final page that said, "You now know all English."
That page does not exist.
Because my goal felt endless, I became very perfectionistic.
And perfectionism often looks like hard work.
But sometimes it quietly creates delay and fear.
You wait for the perfect book, the perfect teacher, or the perfect time.
Then you do almost nothing.
That happened to me too.
Tell us what happened.
Several years ago, I bought 4 grammar books, 3 vocabulary books, and 2 notebooks.
That sounds very serious.
I also bought colored pens, small stickers, and a beautiful planner.
So you were completely prepared.
Completely prepared to organize learning, not prepared to actually learn.
That is very relatable.
On the first day, I studied for 3 hours. I wrote perfect notes. I used 5 colors.
5 colors?
Yes, blue was for grammar, Green was for vocabulary. Red was for mistakes. Purple was for examples.
And the fifth?
The fifth color had no purpose, but it looked very academic.
Decorative education.
Exactly. After 1 week, I felt tired. After 2 weeks, I stopped.
What made you stop completely?
Missing 1 day. I missed a Tuesday. Then I thought my perfect plan was ruined.
That is the perfectionism trap.
Yes, I could not do it perfectly, so I did nothing at all.
What was the turning point?
One evening, I wanted to cook pasta. I found an English video with a simple recipe.
Were you studying?
No, I was hungry.
Hunger can be a powerful teacher.
Hey, you're very powerful. I watched the video twice. I learned boil the water, add the sauce, and stir gently.
Useful language connected to a real need.
Exactly. I remembered those phrases because I used them that same evening.
So English became a tool.
Yes, it stopped being a giant subject. It became a small helper.
That realization is very important. Learn English to reach something.
Maybe you want better job skills. Maybe you love films or gaming. Maybe you need travel English.
Maybe you enjoy psychology, fitness, fashion, cooking, technology, business, or music.
Find content about that interest in English.
When I changed my learning goal, everything became easier.
What was your new goal?
I wanted to learn more about acting, storytelling, and personal development.
So instead of studying English, you studied acting through English.
Exactly. Before that, I forced myself to read texts that did not interest me.
What kind of texts?
Texts about unusual weather, distant tribes, and scientific topics I never discussed.
Those topics are not bad.
Not at all, but they were not meaningful for my life.
Interest changes your attention.
It also changes your emotional energy. When I read about acting, I wanted to understand.
A new word became a key, not an obstacle.
Beautifully said. I would ask, what did this actor mean? Or how did she prepare for that role?
Curiosity pulled you forward.
Yes, I was not pushing myself. My interest was pulling me.
So the first lesson is not study harder.
The first lesson is connect English to your life.
Let us make that practical.
Think about what you watched yesterday in your first language.
Was it a cooking video, a football interview, a beauty tutorial, a business podcast?
Today, search for similar content in English.
Just watch 5 minutes. You do not need a 2-hour lesson.
Your first action can take less than 5 minutes. Open YouTube, search one interest, plus the word English. For example, beginner yoga English or acting tips English.
That small action begins a habit connected to pleasure.
Now, let us discuss the second mistake.
I suspect vocabulary is coming.
You are right. My second mistake was memorizing every new word.
Every word?
Almost every word. I believed every unknown word was an emergency.
Call the dictionary. We have a vocabulary crisis.
That was exactly my attitude.
Did you use vocabulary books?
Many of them. I studied long word lists. I memorized translations quickly.
That sounds useful at first.
It can be useful, but I made one major mistake.
You learned meanings without learning use.
Exactly. I knew a word's translation, but I could not place the word inside a sentence.
Did you learn common combinations?
Usually, no. I did not learn what words naturally came before or after it.
So you owned many puzzle pieces but could not build a picture.
Perfect description. I also memorized many rare words that I never needed.
Can you give an example?
I once learned several animal names and technical weather words.
Did you often discuss animals in weather science?
Almost never, but I could name a strange bird while I could not explain my weekend.
That bird was probably impressed.
Very impressed. My friends were less impressed.
What changed your approach?
I heard a simple question. When you find a new word, ask yourself, do I need this word?
And maybe, do I like this expression?
Exactly. Also ask, can I use this soon?
That filters the vocabulary.
Now I choose useful phrases, not isolated words.
Give us an example.
Instead of learning only overwhelmed, I learn I feel overwhelmed by too many learning resources.
That sentence is personal and reusable.
Yes, I can change the ending. I feel overwhelmed by my workload, or I felt overwhelmed at the airport.
One useful frame creates many sentences.
Another example is I tend to.
That means you usually do something.
Right. I tend to study at night. I tend to avoid speaking.
So do not collect vocabulary like decorative coins.
Use vocabulary like working tools.
What small habit can listeners start?
Choose one phrase each day. Write one personal sentence, then say it 3 times aloud.
Only one phrase?
One phrase used well is better than 20 words forgotten tomorrow.
Here's a useful sentence listeners can practice.
I am learning English to reach my goals.
Let us say it slowly.
I am learning English to reach my goals.
Again, with confidence.
I am learning English to reach my goals.
That sentence gives English a clear purpose.
Now, the third mistake is especially common because it feels very productive.
That sounds slightly dangerous.
It is a hidden mistake. I listened to English podcasts for many hours.
But listening is good.
Yes, listening is very important, but I only listened.
You mean you never spoke or wrote?
Very rarely. I listened while cooking, cleaning, walking, and resting.
That sounds like good exposure.
It was good for understanding, but my speaking did not improve as much as I expected.
Why not?
Because input and output are different skills.
Explain those in simple English.
Input is language entering you. Listening and reading are input.
Output is language leaving you. Speaking and writing are output.
Exactly. I had a full input tank, but the output door was almost closed.
A language traffic jam.
Yes, many ideas were inside, but no sentences could leave.
Did you think more listening would automatically create fluent speaking?
I did. Listening helps speaking, but speaking needs direct practice.
Like watching swimming videos without entering the pool.
Exactly. You may understand every swimming technique, but still panic inside the pool.
What helped you finally practice output?
I started private lessons with a teacher who used long discussions.
What happened during class?
Before class, I listened to a podcast and read a related article.
So you prepared with input.
Then, in class, I discussed the topic for over 1 hour.
That is serious output.
My teacher asked follow-up questions. I had to explain, compare, disagree, and give examples.
You could not hide behind simple answers.
Exactly. At first, I felt nervous. My mind knew the idea, but my mouth felt slow.
What did that feel like?
It felt like carrying a heavy box through a narrow doorway.
The thought was large. The sentence came out slowly.
Yes, sometimes I paused for 10 seconds, looking for one simple word.
That can feel embarrassing.
It can, but after several classes, something changed.
Your speaking muscles became stronger.
Exactly. My brain learned to retrieve words under pressure.
That is an important point. Knowing a word and finding it during conversation are different abilities.
Yes, output trains retrieval and flexibility.
You also mentioned speaking muscles.
Correct. Your mouth, tongue, jaw, and breathing need practice,
English sounds may feel unusual inside your mouth.
especially sounds that do not exist in your first language.
So, what practice helps with that?
Shadowing.
Some listeners may know it, but please explain the method.
You choose a short video or podcast clip.
Preferably with clear speech.
Yes, listen to one sentence, pause the audio, then repeat the sentence closely.
Copy the speed, emotion, stress, and pronunciation.
Exactly. Do not only repeat the words, copy the music of the sentence.
The rising voice, the falling voice, and the pauses.
For beginners, start with 30 seconds of audio. You do not need 20 minutes.
30 seconds can become a powerful workout.
Try the same clip for several days. Repetition creates smoother speech.
Here comes our middle surprise.
Many learners believe their problem is limited vocabulary.
But sometimes the real problem is limited practice using familiar vocabulary.
You may already know enough words for a conversation.
You simply need faster access to those words.
This is why another vocabulary list may not solve your speaking problem.
That is a hidden mistake.
The solution may be speaking with simple words every single day.
So the fourth mistake is probably avoiding commitment to regular output.
Exactly. I did not create a speaking system.
You waited for speaking opportunities to appear naturally.
Yes, but opportunities rarely appeared. Speaking practice needs a place and a time.
It does not need to be complicated.
Let us explore some realistic options through conversation. Suppose you enjoy meeting people.
Then use a language exchange or join a speaking group.
You could practice twice each week for 30 minutes. Suppose you feel shy with strangers. Record yourself on your phone.
Talk about your day for 1 minute.
You can delete the recording later,
Your phone will not judge your grammar.
unless your phone becomes very rude.
Your past tense was terrible.
Then we need a nicer phone.
Suppose you prefer writing.
Write a comment under one video, or write 3 journal lines before sleeping.
Can learners mix English and their first language?
Absolutely. Start with what you can. Maybe write, "Today was busy because I had 3 meetings.
Then add one simple feeling.
I felt tired, but I finished my important task."
That is enough practice.
You can also post one story in English on social media.
Or create a private account just for practice.
Some learners start a YouTube channel, even with no public videos.
They speak to the camera and review their own progress.
Another option is a weekly English meeting with friends.
Choose one topic like work, relationships, travel, or goals.
Make one rule: during 20 minutes, everyone uses only English.
Mistakes are welcome.
Silence is also sometimes welcome.
especially after a difficult question.
Here is a small habit you can begin today.
After watching any English video, speak for 1 minute.
Say what the video discussed. Say what you agreed with. Say one thing you remember.
You can begin with this sentence.
The main idea was that.
For example, the main idea was that regular practice matters more than perfect practice.
That one sentence can open a full summary.
Now we reach mistake number 5.
Grammar. Grammar and more grammar.
I can already see the books.
My room was full of grammar books.
Did you read all of them?
I started all of them.
That answer tells us everything.
I believed I had to learn all grammar before speaking correctly.
So grammar became a gatekeeper.
Yes, I told myself, you cannot speak until you understand every tense.
That belief can create fear.
It made every sentence feel like a difficult exam.
You checked every verb before opening your mouth.
Sometimes I changed the whole story because I feared one tense.
What was the better approach?
I stopped trying to learn grammar as one giant system.
You learned grammar when needed.
Exactly. When I noticed a useful structure, I studied that structure.
Can you give an example?
Suppose I hear, if I had known, I would have called.
That structure may feel advanced.
Instead of opening a huge book, I studied that one pattern.
You find several examples.
Then I create personal sentences. If I had known the shop was closed, I would have gone earlier.
Or if I had known the film was sad, I would have brought tissues.
A very important grammar emergency.
Emotional preparation is essential.
I might practice one grammar point for 2 weeks.
Without worrying about every other grammar rule.
That makes grammar connected and practical.
But should learners completely avoid grammar books?
Not necessarily. Grammar books can be helpful. The problem is using grammar as a reason to delay communication.
You can speak with imperfect grammar and still communicate.
You already do this in your first language. People sometimes use incomplete sentences.
They change direction, repeat words, and correct themselves.
Real conversation is not a perfect essay.
So use grammar as a support, not a prison.
Exactly. Learn patterns from real content. Notice how people actually speak.
Then copy and adapt those patterns.
This connects with shadowing again.
You are learning pronunciation, rhythm, vocabulary, and grammar at the same time.
Now, mistake 6 was waiting too long to read books.
Why did you wait?
I believed my English level was never ready.
You wanted permission to begin.
Exactly. I kept thinking, maybe next year, or maybe after another course.
Did books look frightening?
Very frightening. A full page felt like a tall wall.
What changed your thinking?
A teacher pushed me to read interesting books and magazine articles.
Were they difficult?
Some parts were difficult, but I understood around 70 or 80%.
That sounds like a good balance.
Enough understanding to follow the main idea, enough difficulty to keep learning.
What kind of books did you choose?
Books about acting, behavior, confidence, and personal growth.
Again, your interest created motivation.
Yes, if the topic was meaningful, I could continue through difficult sections.
Did you search every unknown word?
At first, yes, that destroyed the reading experience.
You read one sentence, then opened the dictionary.
Then another sentence, then the dictionary again. After one page, you had 12 definitions and no story. Exactly. So I made a new rule.
What was it?
Keep reading, unless the word blocks the main idea.
That means some unknown words can remain unknown.
Yes, You do not need to catch every single fish in the ocean.
Especially when the fish is a rare adjective.
Very true. Sometimes context explains the word later.
Did reading aloud help you?
A lot. Reading aloud improved my rhythm and pronunciation.
It also creates general output.
Yes, you are not creating new sentences, but you are producing English sounds.
What should a beginner read?
Graded readers, short stories, easy articles, comic books or children's books.
And stronger learners?
Short novels, biographies, magazines, or nonfiction books about favorite topics.
Should people choose famous books or enjoyable books?
Enjoyable books every time. A famous book you never read teaches you nothing.
That may be today's most honest reading advice.
A simple book you finish is powerful.
I want to share my second story because it offers another perspective.
Please do.
I once joined an English book club.
That sounds like a good idea.
It was, but I chose the hardest book on the list.
Why?
I wanted to look intelligent.
The dangerous goal of looking intelligent.
The book had long sentences, old vocabulary, and complicated descriptions.
How far did you get?
11 pages.
Out of how many?
Over 400.
A strong beginning and a distant ending.
Every evening, I opened the book. The pages smelled like new paper. My tea was warm. My chair was comfortable.
That sounds peaceful.
Then I read one paragraph and felt completely lost.
What emotion did you feel?
Shame. Everyone else seemed confident. I thought my English was too weak.
Did you leave the book club?
Almost. But one member quietly asked, "Are you enjoying this book?"
An important question.
I said, "Matt, really?" She smiled and gave me a shorter book with clearer language.
Did you accept it?
At first, my pride said no, but my tired brain said yes.
Good choice.
I finished that shorter book in 6 days.
How did that feel?
Wonderful. I understood the characters. I laughed at the jokes. I wanted to discuss it.
That success changed your confidence.
Completely. I realized the right book is not the most difficult book.
It is the book that keeps you reading.
Exactly. Difficulty should stretch you gently, not crush you.
That is a useful principle for every method.
Choose a challenge that feels possible but not effortless.
Let us now look deeper at why learners repeat these mistakes.
One reason is school experience.
Many people learned language through tests, rules, and correction.
They may believe learning means avoiding mistakes.
But communication requires risk.
You must speak before every sentence feels perfect.
Another reason is comparison.
Social media shows people speaking beautifully.
But you do not see their quiet years of practice.
You see the final video, not the mistakes before recording.
Comparison can remove your joy.
It can also make normal progress feel too slow.
Another reason is resource overload.
There are thousands of apps, books, channels, and courses.
More choices can create less action.
You spent 2 hours choosing a course and 0 minutes studying.
I have done that many times.
Me too. My research skills were excellent. My English practice was missing.
A better approach is choosing one main resource for several weeks.
You can still enjoy other content, but keep one simple path.
For example, one podcast, one notebook, and one speaking habit.
That is enough for meaningful progress.
Emotional difficulty also matters.
Speaking another language can make adults feel like children.
You have intelligent thoughts, but simple language.
You may want to explain a deep idea, but say, "Thing is good."
A very deep philosophical statement.
Life is hard. Thing is good.
But that stage is completely normal.
Simple language is not simple thinking.
Your language level does not measure your intelligence.
Please remember that sentence.
Also remember, confidence usually comes after practice, not before it.
Many people wait to feel confident before speaking.
But speaking practice slowly creates the confidence.
So action comes first. Confidence follows behind it.
Let us help listeners reflect on their own journey.
Think about your current routine.
Are you learning English for a clear purpose?
Or are you studying English only because you feel you should?
Which English content connects with your real interests?
Which words are you memorizing but never using?
How much input do you receive each week?
And how much output do you actually produce?
When did you last speak English for 1 full minute?
Are grammar fears stopping you from communicating?
Is there a book you want to read but keep delaying?
What is one small step you could take today?
You do not need perfect answers.
Just notice your patterns with honesty and kindness.
Now it is time for our vocabulary lesson.
We have 5 useful expressions connected to today's topic.
Our first word is setback.
Setback.
The pronunciation is setback. A setback is a problem that delays progress.
So it does not always mean complete failure.
Correct. It means you move backward, or progress slows for some time.
Can we hear 2 examples?
Stopping practice for 6 months was a setback.
And another?
The difficult exam was a setback, but she continued studying afterward.
So mistakes can create setbacks, but they do not end the journey.
Exactly. A setback is a delay, not a final destination.
What is our second expression?
Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed.
The pronunciation is overwhelmed. It means feeling unable to manage too many things or strong emotions.
Like having 10 textbooks, 7 apps, and no plan.
Perfect example. I felt overwhelmed by all the learning resources.
And the second sentence?
She became overwhelmed when everyone spoke too quickly.
What can learners do when overwhelmed?
Reduce the choices. Choose one task and begin small.
Our third expression?
Turning point.
Turning point.
A turning point is an event or moment that creates an important change.
Like finding an English recipe and realizing language can support real life.
Exactly. Reading my first English book was a turning point.
Another example?
Meeting a supportive teacher became the turning point in his progress.
A turning point can look small when it happens.
But later, you understand its importance.
What is word number 4?
Consistent.
Consistent.
The pronunciation is consistent. It means doing something regularly over time.
Not perfectly, but regularly.
Exactly. 10 consistent minutes can improve your English.
And another sentence?
She became consistent by studying after breakfast.
Consistency sounds less exciting than sudden motivation.
But consistent action creates stronger results.
And our final expression.
Put into practice.
Put into practice.
This means using an idea in a real situation.
So learning is not enough. We must use the learning.
Correct. I learned 5 phrases and put them into practice during class.
One more example?
This week, I will put the shadowing method into practice.
That expression fits our episode very well.
Knowledge changes you when you put it into practice.
Let us review all 5 expressions.
Setback. A problem that delays progress.
Memory clue. You move back, but not forever.
Overwhelmed. Feeling unable to manage everything.
Memory clue. Too many books on one desk.
Turning point. A moment that creates change.
Memory clue. The road turns towards something new.
Consistent. Doing something regularly over time.
Memory clue. 10 minutes every day.
Put into practice. Use an idea in real life.
Memory clue. Stop only thinking and start doing.
Let us connect everything we discussed.
Mistake 1 was learning English without a meaningful personal purpose.
The better way is using English to reach content, skills, and experiences you truly value.
Mistake 2 was memorizing every new word.
The better way is choosing useful phrases and creating personal examples.
Mistake 3 was receiving input without enough output.
The better way is speaking, writing, summarizing, and shadowing.
Mistake 4 was having no regular commitment to speaking practice.
The better way is creating a small system you can repeat.
Mistake 5 was letting grammar delay communication.
The better way is learning grammar from useful patterns as you need them.
Mistake 6 was waiting too long to read books.
The better way is choosing books that are interesting and reasonably challenging.
None of these better methods require perfection.
They require attention, patience, and regular action.
Progress can feel slow from inside the journey.
You may practice for several weeks and notice nothing.
Then, one day, you understand a full conversation without translating.
Or you answer a question without planning every word.
Or you read one full page and forget you are reading another language.
Those moments arrive quietly.
They are built by many ordinary, imperfect practice sessions.
Maybe today you forgot an easy word.
Maybe yesterday you used the wrong tense.
Maybe your pronunciation sounded strange.
That does not mean you are failing.
It means you are using a developing skill.
Be serious about your goal, but gentle with yourself.
English learning is not a straight road.
Some days you move quickly. Some days you feel stuck.
Some days, your brain feels bright and ready.
Other days, one basic sentence feels impossible.
Keep returning.
Returning matters more than never stopping.
That is an important difference.
Missing one day is not the real danger.
Believing one missed day has ruined everything is the danger.
Begin again without punishment.
Begin smaller if necessary.
Watch 1 minute. Read one paragraph. Say one sentence.
One sentence can protect the habit.
One small action tells your brain this journey continues.
Before we finish, choose one mistake from today's episode.
Which mistake has affected your learning most?
Was it unclear purpose, too much vocabulary, passive listening, weak output habits, grammar fear, or avoiding books?
Write your answer in the comments.
You can use this sentence.
My biggest setback was...
For example, my biggest setback was waiting to feel confident.
Or, my biggest setback was studying without speaking.
Practice that sentence aloud 3 times.
Then complete it with your own honest answer.
And choose one small action for today.
Not next month, not after buying another book.
Today.
Maybe shadow 30 seconds.
Maybe write 3 journal lines.
Maybe read 1 page aloud.
Maybe send 1 English message to a friend.
Small actions may look weak, but repeated actions become powerful.
If this episode helped you, please subscribe and continue learning with us.
You can also listen again and notice useful expressions you missed before.
Repetition is not going backward.
Repetition is building deeper paths.
Thank you for spending this time with us.
Keep learning with curiosity, not fear.
Keep speaking with courage, not perfection.
And remember, every mistake can become a lesson.
Every setback can become a turning point.
And every sentence you practice today brings your future voice a little closer.
Until next time, keep going, keep speaking, and keep English connected to the life you truly want.
Goodbye, dear friends.
Goodbye, and remember, do not just study English.
Use English to build your world.